Live. This is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is May 16th, 2012. It is Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're halfway through the week. And here is your news update for today. Extinction Protocol 2012. Let's see what they have to say here. Israeli intelligence chief's secret visit to U.S. warns of growing power at Hezbollah and possible conflict. Measles outbreak in rural region of Pakistan kills 12. NASA astronauts begin training program for asteroid landing mission. The 7th protocol book now available. What came next was unthinkable. That's what it says. I think it shows a picture of Nibiru. Economists warn fuse lit and Europe has days before entire Greek banking system crumbles. 4.6 magnitude earthquake jolts in Anchorage, Alaska. Sun to turn into ring of fire on May 20th, 2012. Solar eclipse. So the moon's going to pass in front of the sun. Let's see if it says where you can see it, though. It's not showing me anything. Here we go. And this eclipse begins 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It says PDT. I guess it's Pacific Standard Time. Greatest coverage around 6:30 p.m. Pacific PDT, Pacific Standard Time. So at 6:30 is the best time to see it. So you see a dark lunar disk with like a ring of fire around it. And let's see the best place to see it. Tokyo, Japan, Medford, Oregon, Chico, California, Reno, Nevada, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Lubbock. In those locations, you'll see that. Wow, not where I'm at. That's too bad. Kuwait financial crisis brewing, 31 investment firms suspended in trading. More countries in Asia falling under the shadow of debt. Indonesia facing crisis. 6.0 magnitude earthquake strikes region of Papua New Guinea. Earth's resources being consumed faster than they're being replaced, warns new report. That was yesterday. That might be it. Let's make sure there's not something else on here from today. No, that's it. But Alex Jones was talking about on InfoWars nightly news that, see, it mentions it here from yesterday. Europe prepares for chaos as Greece plans default and exit from Eurozone. They're going to go sovereign and try to pull themselves out of this banking stuff that's going on. They're just gonna pull out from everything, and they might recover. And that's worrying the EU and the bankers. They might just pull out of the whole business and just be a sovereign country again. That's what his news channel said. Alrighty. Now I want to know how come no one talks about it but Pastor Paul Begley about China buying up all this stuff here, including our resources. Japan. Let's go into the Watchers. Here we go. The latest headlines. Let's see what's going on in the Watchers. Let's get rid of this favorite stuff. I can see everything. Come on, mouse. Mouse starts moving all over the place. Mysterious illness strikes hundreds of flight attendants. Causes rashes and hair loss. Are toxic uniforms really to blame, or is it Fukushima? Is it Fukushima, or it's probably Fukushima? I saw that guy that was filming the. He had the Geiger counter on him, and he's sitting on his plane seat, and it was just going way up. It went up to like 200 or something. And it said hazard, get out of the area, hazard. So yeah, it could be Fukushima. It could be the X-ray machines at the airport too. Aren't they going through the airport a lot? They might have to go through those machines. Doesn't matter. Radiation is bad no matter where it's coming from. How's that one? $2 million grant to study the effectiveness of baking soda to treat breast cancer. No, we need to treat cancer. You got to prevent it. How's that? Why aren't you going with what's going to prevent it? 5 foods you would never eat if you really knew what they were. I said that yesterday. Go on yesterday's. I read it off. It was gross. That was yesterday's. Caltech researchers gain greater insight into earthquake cycles. And the rest of this is from yesterday. We're done with the Watchers. Let's close that. That'll make us a little faster. Earth changes. SOT.net. Scientists turn to Alaska over fears active fault line could cause Japan-style tsunami that could devastate California and Hawaii. And they do know a tsunami's coming. They just put up a couple years ago, they put up a bunch of tsunami signs around the coast, up and down the California coast, tsunami area. And they show a little man, like, running, and then they show a giant wave. And then it says, head to high ground, like there's any high ground around there. There's really not. Unless you jump inside some office building or something, if you can get to one. And you know what boats do? They'll head out to sea. If they think a tsunami's coming, they'll head out to sea. That's the proper protocol. You get out as far as you can, so when that big wave, most of it's underneath the water. So ships will head out to sea, and then a tsunami wave, which is under the water, will pass under the boats. Partially pass under the boats. And then when it gets to shore, it's when it starts building, and then boom, it goes in. So yeah, heads up, boat owners. You know something's coming. You got a nice enough boat. You head out to sea. Get out there and try to beat the tsunami coming in. Snow and unusual weather in the Midlands. That was yesterday. USGS again, earthquake magnitude 6.0, Papua New Guinea. 2 years after the BP oil spill, is the Gulf ecosystem collapsing? Well, after the spill, isn't the spill still leaking? Then you're putting Corexit in there, and that's some kind of coolant, isn't it? Antifreeze and antifreeze in that. Corexit. I know what happens to pets if they lap up antifreeze. It kills their kidneys. Kidney failure, even a little bit. So you're dumping that onto the water. poisoning everything with the fix. You should... It's ridiculous. It's terrible. Yep, just keep going what you're doing. Wonder why. They're wondering why. 3 forest fires burn out of control in Alberta. Fire ban in effect. Okay, that was yesterday's. Let's see. Yep, it's all from yesterday. Let's move on to E-Energy News. Let's see what's going on at Fukushima today. I think there's something else I wanted to tell you. I can't remember right now. Just went out of my head. Unfortunately. Darn. Okay. Oh, now I remember. InfoWars Nightly News also said if there's any protesters out there for the NATO meeting in Chicago, they're going to use sound weapons on the protesters. Just so you know. And I don't know, isn't that military stuff? You're going to use that? Tokyo newspaper, 6 in 10, Tokyo newspaper, excuse me, 6 in 10 Fukushima children tested have diabetes. Head of Tokyo Area Medical Clinic. We are expecting diabetes in children from Fukushima radiation. So what's it doing? Is it killing the pancreas? Heads up. See, it's not just cancer. It's heart disease, heart attacks, and all kinds of other problems when they're kids, because that's going to happen first. The older people with the cancers and all that stuff, and heart disease. Depends on what's hitting you. But that's the radiation doing that too. It's not just cancer. You don't just get cancer from radiation. It destroys the strontium. That goes to your that goes to your bone, strontium, and you got cesium that goes to your muscles and I think strontium goes to your muscles and your bone, and the cesium will go also to your muscle, but to your thyroid. But it's destroying everything. That's all I know. I don't know what xenon does. I think supposedly xenon will give you like an allergy attack, but it's irradiating you. I don't know. It's all bad. It's all bad. Just remember that. Radiation, it's all bad. Chernobyl, okay, here we go. Chernobyl was much more contained than Fukushima. With Fukushima, there's much better distribution system, which is the ocean currents. Oh, is it just the ocean currents? You got ocean currents, you got the rain, you got the jet stream, which is the air, you got it into the food chain. Come on now. These stupid reports. Stop wasting your time with these stupid reports and just go ahead and try to stop what's going on and evacuate the people. Here in the U.S., we might have to put a wall up with a giant air filter, okay? Some kind of giant air filter system. Build it now. Start building it now. Nothing wrong with that. You can probably do that. Some kind of go through. Maybe you can air filter the... somehow get a plane up there and air filter the air itself. Instead of putting chemtrails, why don't you fly around with a bunch of giant air filter, like some kind of air filter system, on the planes, and instead of putting crap in the air, start taking it out of the air. How's that one? There's an idea, another Diana idea theory. Other than shooting it off the planet, go down, kitty, shooting it off the planet, why don't we have these giant planes, and instead of putting stuff that goes out, put these big filters in there and start cleaning the air. How's that? Ooh, that makes sense, huh? If the car air filters can pick up the radiation particles, I'll say it again. If the The cars, their air filters are picking up the radiation in them. Why can't you take planes and build these filters and start flying around and filter the air out? Or am I wrong? You know you can do that. There's another Diana idea. Maybe I'll get the Nobel Peace Prize for that one. I'm serious. That's something people probably didn't think of. You do the same thing with the ocean waters coming this way. Filter it out somehow. Start building giant turbines and filter it out, huh, kitty? There he goes. All right. Moving on. Japan resident on Tokyo area sample cesium's gamma signal so strong unable to identify other isotopes. Japanese diplomat deploy military to Fukushima Daiichi? If not, it may be too late. There you go. Get the military planes with giant filters on them, especially the ones that do the chemtrailing. I'm sure you can reverse it out and put some kind of filtration system in and suck the air in and get it. And then what you got to do, then you got to take it and get it off the planet. You're going to have to go up high enough. It has to be a jet or something so that you can go up high enough that you can eject this stuff into the upper atmosphere, out, off the planet. Okay, thank you. All right, here we go. Japan government papers. After 3/11, spent fuel pool number 4 at boiling point. It is empty. Heat caused fire. What is that? Japan government papers. After 3/11, spent fuel pool number 4 at boiling point. It is empty. Heat caused fire. I don't understand, but okay. Is it empty now? Was it empty before? Right now it's after 3/11. 3/12/11 is after 3/11. Can we be more vague? Okay, moving on. Kyoto professor, 100 plus years of aftershocks, relativity. Okay. Kyoto professor, 100 plus years of aftershocks, relativity, close to Fukushima Daiichi, may also affect volcanic activity in the area. Japan, MD. Contamination from Fukushima Daiichi now spreading all over the world. There may be radiation damage in other countries. So are they liable for that? I think so. I think that Japan, Fukushima, is actually the terrorist of the world. That's your real terrorist. Everyone around this planet is worried about that radiation. They don't do anything but delay, wait, deny, delay. No, those are your real terrorism. The terrorist is over there. Whatever's going on in Japan, there it is. I would stop looking anywhere else and go over there and take care of it. New Goddard's Journal Landmark Study presents strongest evidence to date that cancer risk not only exists at low doses of radiation, but may be even greater per unit of dose than at higher doses. Now, we already heard that almost a year ago when people started talking about that. Let's just get this done. Here's another one. This is yesterday. Senator doesn't dispute Fukushima a national security issue. Questions about how much U.S. can dictate to Japan. No, the whole world needs to dictate to Japan. And that's how it goes. We gave them their chance, they blew it. We gave them their chance, and they blew it. All right? We gave them more than 360 days to get off their ass and stop this stuff and report the truth. They had 360 days. What do you think? You think time is up? Give them an ultimatum. They have till tomorrow. You have 24 hours to do something, or the rest of the world is stepping in since it's affecting them. How's that? Can't you do that? You don't have the balls to do that? You tell them. That's it. That's just it. You're not going in there for any resources because they're all destroyed. You're trying to stop something for the good of humanity. You're trying to stop something before everything is catastrophically destroyed, if it's not already. Do you understand? There's a difference. You could be diplomatic. You've been diplomatic for a year. It has nothing changed. I'm sorry. I'm keep hearing a bunch of crap. It's not a rocket scientist. It's not because I have a bunch of degrees. I'm sure the average person can figure it out that there's something wrong about them terrorizing the whole world with this radiation threat. And that's what it is. And that's what they're doing. See, they already know they're screwed. So they're going to take they're like a serial killer, all right? They know they're screwed, and they're going down. So the more the merrier. They're going to take everyone they can with them. And that's it. Whoever these officials are, whatever's going on. It's not a funny game. And I told you before, in your Learjet, you're up in the... You've been exposed already, okay? They lied to you. You're going to the whatever. You're going to go to Build-A-Burger or whatever it's called. You're going to go over there. Build-A-Burger or whatever. You got to fly. You got to come out of your little caves and go to the meeting. On the way to the meeting, you're going to be affected by that radiation. It's going to go right through the plane and right through you. Do you understand that? It's going right through the plane, right through you. Take a bunch of Geiger counters with you, and you go ahead and monitor it. And you'll see I'm not wrong. I don't know who your consultants are. You can have $1 million billion, but it's not going to stop you from getting wasted from that radiation, okay? I'm telling you right now. Go on. You got to go to your meeting. You got to go to your meeting, meaning you got to leave your cave. All right? Right? You got to go to the meeting. And how are you going to get there? Probably private jet, car, whatever. But you know what? You're up there where it's even worse. Where it was shooting the gamma rays and shooting everything. It's way up there, along with all the volcanic ash and everything else that's up there. If you're not getting it now, you'll never get it. You can do the Microsoft thing. You can do your Facebook thing, but you're not going to have much of a face left, are you, after the radiation kind of gets to it, right? And all your hair falls out. Aren't you going to look pretty? If you're just not getting it yet. All right, with all that money, I'm sure I'd come up with... So I gave you 2 suggestions. You get out there with planes, filter that stuff. You got to at least contain the radiation from underneath, above, and that's it. Who knows what it's going to do to the core of the Earth? If it burns for thousands of years, isn't it going to hit the core and do something? You guys don't... You guys really... You're not getting it. Where does it stop? If it keeps burning and you can't put it out for thousands of years or whatever, and it's already melted through and it's gone, it's way down in there, how far down does it go before it hits some volcanic tubes or something? The whole thing's going to blow up. And places that you never even thought were going to blow up, it's going to blow up and shoot the radiation back out too. How about that one with the lightning coming out of the lightning, which is probably gamma beams or something. The lightning coming out of, what was that, Surjima or whatever it's called? Surjima, one of your volcanoes had a bunch of lightning, blue lightning. Oh, shit, it's probably gamma rays. It's probably part of the radiation going up out of there. Crazy. Alrighty then. That's my little rant for today. I'm trying to warn you guys. And the news, you think you're not going to report on it? It's not going to affect you? Boy, you guys look bad right now. You better come clean. If someone told you not to report on it, you better come clean and tell everybody, well, we were told not to report on it. They were going to pull our license. That's what you tell them. Tell them whatever you need to tell them. But you better start coming clean. Doesn't matter. You're trying to block it because there's no panic. Guess what? When the people start dropping on the sidewalks, I've told you, word of mouth is faster. Word of mouth covers more people. Again, my example, Craigslist. They never advertise. I'm sure everyone watching has heard of Craigslist. Even you elite, you've heard of Craigslist. No advertising, not like Angie's List. No advertising. It was by word of mouth. It was the secret society of the internet. And that's what it was. Ooh, you need a job? Go on to Craigslist. You need to meet someone? Go on to Craigslist. You want to sell your furniture? Go on to Craigslist. You want something free? Go on to Craigslist. There's stuff under the free part. Do you understand? It was word of mouth. Craigslist never advertised. And they got so big they made a movie about themselves. How's that? Years later. They go all the way around the world. There's your new world order. It's on Craigslist. Everybody talks and converses on Craigslist. Too late. There's already a new world order. And they all barter and trade and do whatever on Craigslist. Oh, well, they're bankers. It's all taken care of now. So I'm going to tell you again, word of mouth is faster than your mainstream media and even your internet. How's that? So you go ahead and shut all that down. People will say, oh, the internet's down. How many people are going to tell everybody else? That'd be around the world. Not much time. How's that one? So, I suggest you go ahead and start reporting on the real figures, what's going on, and then the people who are keeping it secret, they're going to start getting scared when they see some of the figures, and they're going to tell people anyway, and there it goes again by word of mouth. And now you can see the medical professions, the doctors. The doctors are starting to come forward because they have to be around those irradiated people. They're putting themselves at risk. So they're going to blow the lid off of it, even if you keep trying to hold it back. All the people that now are going to have secondhand smoke, they're going to have secondhand radiation. You're going to have a bunch of people coming forward and telling the truth. And guess who people will believe? Will they believe their doctors? Or will they believe the guy on the television set that looks like a preppy? Or the girl that looks hypnotized? You know? On the TV, the model that looks all hypnotized on the television, that's smiling at the people in the audience. Ooh. Are they going to believe you? Or are they going to believe their doctors? And guess what? Then the next thing's going to happen, people are going to start suing the hell out of everybody. They'll sue the hell out of the media. They'll sue the hell out of GE, TEPCO, Japan. They're all going to, they'll figure a way of making money. Somebody's going to be sued because you are all liable. That's a liability. Because unfortunately, you still have freedom of the press. And because there was no freedom of the press, that's also a people right of freedom of the press. You put a cap on it because you don't want people to panic. Oh well, then there was no freedom of the press. And all the American citizens can turn around and sue you because you took away their constitutional right. Freedom of the press. That's for the people so that they're always aware of what's really going on. You screwed up now. Ooh, could be giant class action suits. Now, I'm not the only one saying it, just so you know. I already heard, it's all over the place. Okay? It's by word of mouth. Well, you take care. Let me look in the, I'm sorry, I started to leave. Let's go look and see if there's anything new in the U.S., Canada. I'm sorry, I went crazy there. Huh. Host rips nuclear power. It's such a stupid idea, so incredibly arrogant. It is just ignorant. New Gunderson video. Plus, local TV interviews anonymous nuclear plant worker who exposes dangerous San Onofre. Yes. And then yesterday, host questions. Senator Wyden, is there already a concern that too much radiation has already headed our way? I'm not going to speculate. Well, there you go. You got senators. But see, senators have to fly too in planes. All you congressmen and senators got to fly in the plane too. You got to go to your meetings. Oh, yes, and then you got to fly home. Doesn't matter if you don't have to be body scanned. No, you're up there being scanned by the radiation up in the nice plane. Alrighty then. You have a wonderful evening. Sorry for that rant. It just pisses me off how ignorant all this is. They're slowly going to tell you. Ooh, slowly. Let's just tell you slowly so you don't panic. No. You're making it worse for yourselves. Because the people that do have a brain, they already started panicking. Alright? And the people who are uninformed, all it takes is word of mouth from someone they believe. Oh, wow. And it's not going to be the news or the mainstream. It might be their best friend. That no matter what their best friend says, it's got to be truth. It has to be the truth. Man. Media's already been downgraded. Oh, well. Well, you have a wonderful, wonderful... That was my rant to them. Not really to the regular people out there watching this. This mainly is... I'm trying to get the attention of the, the elite, the Congress. We all already know on the internet what's going on. All you guys out there that's watching, most of you guys know what's going on. And I'm sorry that most people, that some of them don't believe you, but as time goes on, oh yeah, they're gonna turn to you and say, oh, tell me more that you know. That's the first thing they're gonna say to you. Be ready for that one. They'll say, hey, Johnny's been saying this the whole time, and we didn't listen. I hope it's not too late. Alrighty then. You have a wonderful evening. It's 3 days down and only 2 to go before the weekend. You have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll see you again tomorrow.